Godmother Storytime. I fractured my foot on October 18th, jumping to one too many conclusions. And it's a spiral fracture because, of course it is. I was determined to heal it. I have healed literally 6 other incurable diagnoses I have brought into balance within my body. This is just one little toe, literally the little toe, now in 3 pieces, that I can feel sticking up under my skin. I am not insured, but I am assured that just like everything else in my life, what I need will somehow be magnetized to me, because God is not done with me yet. It really is that simple. And this has led me to all kinds of extraordinary, powerful experiences that I would not otherwise have had. And it's been wonderful, but a fairy godmother's got a fairy godmother, and I have not been able to care for my communities in the time where it's most needed. So I found myself spiraling down and thinking, well, is there any, I had another fall. And I had to ask, am I really supposed to continue being in the body? And then I thought, you know, I need to reverse this line of thinking right quick. And so my friend Uma got me a wheelchair, and my Uma and Bo and Gustavo, my 3 favourite people, we went to Huntington Gardens on Friday, and it rained all the time up until we arrived, and then it was lovely, it was wonderful, and I could breathe, and there I was surrounded by trees and plants and beauty, and smells. And I realized how much being apart from that, not able to go out into nature, which is how I heal. I don't go to an emergency room. I don't trust. I'm in the United States. I go to nature, but I haven't been able to for 3.5 months. So it was wonderful to dive into the beauty of Huntington Gardens with my friends and show them, because like Bo and Uma had never seen it. And then, because I really had to get my fairy godmothering on, I went to the LA Conscious Life Expo the next day, which was a huge thing with an open fractured foot that has to be extended, and like, but I felt compelled to go, and I was wheeled around in the wheelchair with my foot as protected as it can be, and the entire time I was people kept coming up to me and going, "Oh my God, is it you, Joy, right?" And taking turns at wheeling me to different places. I finally just surrendered and sort of, clearly you know where I'm supposed to be. So a lovely young man came up and wheeled me to his mum, and creating all of it. Was just, every single thing was so perfect, and I got to bless so many people, and yes, yes, I need to be doing this, I need to be doing this. And the most wonderful thing happened at the end of the day, with this lady Marlene in a dress shop. She said, "Who are you?" I said, I'm Joy, but my communities call me their fairy godmother. And she said, "I've been watching you, and everybody treats you with such reverence and love. Who was that man who was serving you so beautifully and lovingly? Was he your husband?" And I said, "Was it him?" And I pointed to Gustavo, my apprentice. She said, "No." And I was so happy to realize, and this still delights me, to tell her, you know, that could have been any one of half a dozen gorgeous, wonderful men that have pushed me around in my wheelchair today, just loving on me and being so grateful. And she's leaves alone, and it's time for me to go. And there's this another lovely man, Crispin, and I said, could you wheel me out? And he was so happy to wheel me out. Wheel past Marlene, and she said, another one. There's so many wonderful men in the world. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And it is on these men that I focus and amplify and magnify the energy of the divine masculine, to stand in support of the divine feminine and of all that is right and good. Anyway, so I mean, the whole expo was so much easier than I was a bit scared it would be. I mean, at one time I was so exhausted, I'd given too much, and I was feeling, you know, I need to have, and the lovely little beautiful young woman that I just offered a blessing and a joy generator to. She said, I want to give you a present. She had open heart warriors, this lovely booth with all, look at the present. Look at the present. It's faceted jade bracelet. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, and it just filled my heart. Oh. And I just felt, you know, felt the scales coming back into balance, because they need to balance. And now I have remembered who I am and why I love it here. So I shall find a way to have the surgery or better, or whatever it is that I need, because fairy godmothers must frolic, and they must dance and climb and mountains and go to hot springs in the middle of a river. This must be so. So please see that for me. Please see my right foot and all of my bones strong and vibrant, because then I can do and be so much more. I love you. And if you would like to donate to my foot surgery, I would be really grateful, because the surgeon just looked at it when I took it to him and he said, ooh, I don't know how much that's going to cost. I'm going to have to open up the whole side and break all of the bones again and rebuild. I don't know. So I give thanks for whatever is in my highest good to just be shown to me now, because it's time. I love you.